Okay, let's look at exam 3A, problem number 10, right, part A, right? So we want to evaluate this integral, right? So first, we want to use the try to simplify by letting u be this guy. So let u be the stuff inside the square root, so it's going to be 3x squared plus 7, right? Then take the derivative of u with respect to x, which is going to be 6x, and derivative of 7 is 0. Right? Take the reciprocal of both sides. We have dx over du, which is going to be just 1 over 6x. Right? Then we can just multiply through by du. So we have dx is equal to du over 6x. Alright, so let's rewrite that. So it's going to be a, let's see, integral. Right? I'm going to leave 6x as it is for now. Right? Then you have a square root of u, right? Because we decided to call this guy u. Right? Dx is, we know that the same thing as du over 6x. So du over 6x. Right? So you have 6x on top, 6x on the bottom. That's kind of nice. And then it's equal to, right, integral. Right, square root of u. I don't like square roots, so I'm going to write it as u to the 1/2 power and du. Right, then take the antiderivative. So add 1 to the power, so that's going to be 3/2 power. Divide by 3/2 is same as multiply by 2/3, right? Then plus some constant c, right? Then after that, you just have to put the original expression back in for u. So this is going to be, right, 2/3, it's just a constant, and quantity 3x squared plus 7. Raise it to the 3/2 power plus some constant c, right? So that's the answer for part A. Right, part B. Right, it's very similar, and we have x cubed here. We wish that this was a single letter, so a single variable. So I'm gonna let u to be x cubed. Right, take the derivative of u with respect to x as usual. So it's going to be 3x squared, and take the reciprocal of both sides. So you have a dx over du is equal to 1 over 3x squared. All right. Then multiply through by du. We get dx is equal to du over 3x squared. Right? So let's rewrite that. So we decided to call this guy u. So integral, right, x squared, I'm going to leave this here for now. So you have e to the u, right? So I took care of this guy and the e to the x cubed. And also dx is the same thing as du over 3x squared. So you have a du over 3x squared, right? So x squared and x squared cancel out. So what you get is, right, integral, actually, there's a 3 on the bottom. So 1/3 is a constant. Then you have an integral, right? So you have a e to the u right here, and du, right? Which is going to be pretty easy to find the antiderivative, because e to the u, antiderivative is itself, and plus some constant c, right? Then the final step is just put the original expressions, which was x cubed. So it's going to be 1/3 e to the x cubed plus some constant c. right? That's the answer for part B. All right, so let's look at part C. I'm gonna move down a bit, right? Part C, right? So this is a definite integral, so we're gonna use a substitution. See a natural log of x, and usually u is going to be natural log of x. So u is going to be natural log of x, right? Take the derivative of u with respect to x. You're going to get 1 over x, right? Then take the reciprocal of both sides. You get dx over du, which is going to be x, right? Then we can just multiply through by du, which is dx is equal to x times du, right? So, and another thing we need to do is since you have a lower limit 1, upper limit is e, so we have to convert these numbers. So we know that the x starts from, so 1 to e, right? If you convert it to u value, we have to plug these numbers into the substitution equation, right? So it's going to go from 1, so plugging 1, natural log of 1 is 0. So it's going to go from 0, and natural log of e is 1. So it's going to go from 0 to 1, right? So this integral can be rewritten as integral from 0 to 1 instead of 1 to e, right? Natural log of x, we decided to call that guy u, right? We still have to square that, right? Divided by x. I'm going to leave x as it is, right? Then dx, we just found that the same thing as x du. So we put x du here, right? Then you can see that the x and x cancel out. So what you get is really simple definite integral from 0 to 1 u squared du, right? So take the antiderivative. Antiderivative u squared would be u cubed over 3. Then you have to go from 0 to 1, right? Plugging 1 cubed is 1 over 3, minus plugging 0 is 0. So answer is 1/3. Right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.